Yes, can we have that applause a little bit louder, please? Smiles, laughter, and power. That is what defines a queen. And today is going to be a day no different. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome and apologies for the delay. Also, a big thank you, gratitude to each one of you to wait and be with us for these moments. Well, myself, Ankita, takes immense pleasure and gratitude for all of you being present here this evening and making this evening so much more special. Ladies and gentlemen, respected members of the media, esteemed partners, guests and powerful women present here today. Smile, because today is your day. Welcome to this historic evening hosted by Mrs. India INC. Tonight is not just merely about crowns, about beauty. It's also about power. The power to represent them and the country, the nation. And this power is given to only a few. Who are they? We shall know. Tonight is going to be about responsibility, representation, and India's global positioning. And as I let that sink in, I would also like to tell you all a little about Mrs. India INC, the name you read here and the name that is etched onto your hearts. One of the most credible beauty pageant for married women in India, associated with most prestigious international beauty pageants for married women like Mrs. Globe, Mrs. Galaxy, Mrs. International Summit, Mrs. Universal Women, and Mrs. International World. Aiming to empower women and giving them the platform to showcase their beauty, intelligence, and wisdom. And before we start with the ceremony we all await for, I'd like to call forward the visionary, the woman who made sure that her dreams were spread out as wings to every married woman. The founder and the national director of Mrs. India INC, also the Mrs. India World 2016, a two-time TEDx speaker and a woman who transformed a personal international victory into a national institution and now remains as the dreams and successes of a lot of women all around the country. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome with me Miss Mohini Sharma.
Thank you, Prachi, for a wonderful introduction. And thank you so much for all the media dignitaries to be present here. And I'm genuinely sorry for keeping you waiting, but you know when the beautiful women, they are getting ready, there is no limited time. So we are getting used to it. Welcome to very own finalist and runner-up Dipandita Patra. Welcome to Meeta Katodia, Mrs. International World India Classic. And welcome to all the newly going to be crowned queens. Mrs. India INC has been known to be associated with some international pageants where the winners and runner-ups goes and represent India. And as Prachi just mentioned, the list of international pageants we are associated with. Today we are going to crown some trendsetters, some powerful ladies who are going to set an example in the field of, in the arena of inclusivity that we talk about, that we openly propaganda about. What is inclusivity? We've been fighting against body shaming. We've been fighting against the different attributes that women carries today but do not celebrate. And hence, today there are 4 international powerful titles that we are going to give to the women who have genuinely earned it, not by working for months, but since years, with the wisdom they carry, with the strength they carry, with the power they carry in their heart. And these women are not going to set an example or going to make history only by winning the crown. They do it every day, every minute, every moment. They were noticed the day they had joined Mrs. India INC. They were noticed the day they won the position which they deserve, and they will be noticed henceforth. I am super proud of each one of you already. I wish you all the very best, and I cannot wait to witness, I'm sure the whole India cannot wait to witness your further journey. It's not going to be easy because this is for the very first time India representatives are going to represent India in such different categories. When we talk about petite, curvy, classic and classic. So yes, I wish you all the very best, and we are going to follow the pathway of our first queen who will be representing India, and I'm so happy to have Meeta. Just will give you a small introduction about Meeta. Meeta Katodia is also a winner, and she'll be representing India at Mrs. International World in March in Kuala Lumpur, and she's here to cheer for her queen. So Shri Ganesh, मीता जी ही करने वाली हैं ये साल का. All the best, and back to you, Prachi.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Can we have one more loud round of applause, please? Well, tonight, as ma'am rightly mentioned, we crown 3 powerful women. The 3 winners of Mrs. India INC who will represent India at one of the most prestigious international platforms in the world. Mrs. Globe. Of course, the name itself suggests the power it holds on the globe. A global pageant founded in 1996, celebrating married women through charity, leadership, cultural diplomacy, and empowerment. Each category within Mrs. Globe is uniquely powerful. Because today, pageantry is no longer just about any rigid definition of beauty, but it is, as ma'am rightly mentioned, about inclusivity. Age does not limit ambition. Height does not define presence. And size definitely does not measure any confidence. What truly matters is intelligence. What truly matters is your heart and your grace. And tonight we celebrate you, the women who embody all 3 together. We will now be starting with the crowning ceremony. But before we do so, I request, this moment is extremely prestigious and once in a lifetime. So put in all your heart, just the way they do. Make sure to keep a smile and the pride in your hearts. Can we begin? No, I need the